Good morning, everybody. Inside this box is a device that is supposed to turn my wired-only Android Auto in my Jeep Gladiator into a wireless version. I'm going to be testing this out with Android on my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, but my wife has an iPhone, so I'm going to see if I can borrow it so I can test it for the iPhone as well. My 2020 Jeep Gladiator was my first car with Android Auto, and I was kind of surprised to find out that I had to plug in my phone in order for the Android Auto to work. I don't always mind that because it is nice charging the phone while using Google Maps and Spotify, but on shorter drives, it would be nice to be able to just not have to plug it in and still have the Android Auto working. Quick disclaimer, I am not being paid to make this video, but I was sent this device by the brand in order to make this review. I did tell them that I would only make an honest video review, and they were fine with that. They did provide me with an affiliate link, so if you do end up purchasing one of these and you use the link in the description, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Also, there is a coupon code for 5% off. Alright, so this is the unboxing for the CarPlay AI Box Elite from One Car Stereo. Inside the box, we've got the instruction manual, and then we've got the CarPlay unit itself. And then we've got two USB cables. We've got a USB-C to USB-C, and then we've got a USB-A to USB-C. And that's everything. Before we get into setting it up, I just want to mention some of the features that are advertised. Regarding compatibility, per their website, it is compatible with vehicles with wired Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. It will not work with vehicles that support only wireless CarPlay or Android Auto. Their website also claims that it cannot be guaranteed with the Uconnect 5 system or with Tesla screens. I believe my Jeep has the Uconnect version 4. As I kind of already mentioned, the feature that I'm most excited about is turning my wired Android Auto into a wireless Android Auto. It also has a feature called Mirror Link, so with this you are supposed to be able to mirror your phone screen on the screen of your car. It also says you can watch videos online or offline if you have them pre-downloaded into the memory card. And then if there's any other features I come across, I will let you know. I am in the Jeep and it's time to figure out how to set this thing up. So first you need to plug it in to the car. So I'm going to plug the USB-C into the AI box. And then I'm going to plug the USB-A into the car. I'm going to turn on the car, so that way I can see the screen. And then you need to take your phone and make sure you're connected to Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So on the screen of the car, I can see the smart AI boxes coming up. And I don't have anything on my phone to pair yet to the Bluetooth. So the CarPlay box screen looks like it's showing up on my car. I believe I've got the Bluetooth connected. And let's see. It seems to be connected. And then I know here, so if you go to the speed play button, that is what's supposed to mimic the Android Auto screen. And there it goes. We've got wireless Android Auto. That's pretty cool. That's a good start right there. So yeah, it looks just like it would if it was plugged in, except this row here at the bottom, when I plug in, is not there. So Android Auto usually shows up as the full screen, so it just makes it a little bit smaller, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, if we go to the maps, I can put in my job. Let's see, we can put on some music. Music works. Let's cancel this map because I'm not going to work today. And then let's see. It's got all the apps for the normal Android Auto. And then exit that, and then we're back to the home screen of the AI box. So yeah, that connection setup seemed pretty straightforward. You just plug it right into the car and it connected right away. And then I was able to connect the Bluetooth on my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra to the Bluetooth of the AI box seamlessly. And once you press that speed play button, then you've got the wireless Android Auto. So let's test a few other things. So I'm going to go back into the Android Auto screen with the speed play button and test out the voice functions. Take me to Home Depot.
There's the Home Depot 10 miles away. Want to navigate?
No, that's okay. All right, that seemed to work pretty good with the voice controls. I want to test out the steering wheel controls. Steering wheel controls both work. I was able to skip songs on the left side with my steering wheel controls, change volume on the right side. Another thing that I want to test out is if the CarPlay box will work with my phone plugged into the car as well, or will it revert back to the normal Android Auto when it's always plugged in. So I'm going to plug my phone in. All right, so when I plug in my phone, it says a new Android Auto device was connected. Do you want to switch devices? So I'm going to hit yes, and then I can hit Samsung Android, and now it sounds like it's just loading the regular Android Auto. And yes, that is what it seemed to do. So yeah, it was able to switch over to the regular Android Auto. I'm going to try that again, plug it back onto the AI box. Oh, now I got a message saying a new Apple CarPlay device was connected. Do you want to switch devices? Let's say no. So I wonder if that's going to keep coming up. I'm going to give it another minute and see if that comes up again, because that would be kind of annoying. Yep, there it is again. So let's say yes this time. So we're going to switch back to the Smart AI box. So I left it plugged in for a few minutes and it did not pop up with that message again asking if I want to switch. So if you want to use your regular's car Android Auto with your phone plugged in, I'm going to recommend that you probably unplug the AI box, because that message, at least in my testing here, seemed to keep popping up every 30 seconds or so. But now that I switched back to the AI box, I'm able to keep my phone plugged in. So if you want to use the AI box with it plugged in, I would guess hit no that first time that comes up, if that comes up for you. Something else that I really want to test out is what is the difference in the amount of time that it takes for the Android Auto screen to load, whether I'm plugging in my phone or using the AI box. So right now we're going to try this. I'm going to show both on the screen here, and we will see how long it takes for each. If you are also using this for your Jeep Gladiator, you will probably be happy to know you don't have to plug it into the USB port on your dash. It will also work with the USB plug that is in the center console inside the armrest. So you don't have to have this thing dangling out in the dash. All right, one of the last things that I think I want to look at is the apps. So I mainly want to use this for wireless Android Auto, but then it's got apps that you can use. So let's take a look at that. So if you hit the apps, these are the apps that come pre-installed, and then it's got the Play Store so you can download apps. So in order to do that, you would need to connect the AI box to Wi-Fi. Let's see, I'm gonna turn on my phone's hotspot. So let's see, you swipe down here, And then we'll turn on Wi-Fi. Long tap to open up the Wi-Fi settings. And then I already connected my phone a little bit earlier, so it did auto connect. So my phone's hotspot Wi-Fi right now is connected. So let's go back to the apps and let's go to the Play Store and let's see what apps are available besides what is already on there. So it shows just like it normally would in the Google Play Store with the most popular apps that are on here. I do have Amazon Prime Video, so let's go ahead and install Amazon Prime Video. All right, so while that's downloading, let's go back to the apps and let's try YouTube, for example. So I already logged into one of my YouTube accounts earlier, but let's go in here and let's search for me. Hey, there I am. Let's see. Let's check out my video.
Good morning, everybody. I'm not going to call this a review, but more of a first look at this 3,000 watt-hour portable power station from...
There's my video playing on YouTube in my car. Prime Video is now on the app screen, so I'm going to sign into that and we'll test that out a little bit. I seem to be signed in to Amazon Prime. All right, let's try playing something. So it does have a the download button there. So if you download that and then it's got downloads right here, that would be how to watch it offline. Right now I am connected to my Wi-Fi hotspot, so I would imagine it will play. There it goes. And we're not going to sit through 2 minutes of ads, but it works.
This is Lulu. Lulu.
All right, that's pretty cool. Tested the video at least a little bit with YouTube and Amazon Prime in the app section. And yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool added feature there. I've only got one other thing that I can think of to test out right now, and that is the mirror link feature. So I know to do that, there is an app you need to download on your phone, and that is the CarPlay app. So I've already done that. So I'm going to open up the CarPlay app, and then you go to EasyCon on the screen, and let's see what happens. So that opened up this EasyCon, and then there's the mirror button. And then on my phone, I can hit Start Now, and there it is. It is mirroring my screen. So let's see if I go to portrait mode and then turn my phone. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So I got all my apps there. Let's see. I open up the weather. I got the weather. Got my calculator. Let's see, my Google Calendar. I don't know what I got in there. Shazam. So yeah, it seems to be mirroring my phone screen pretty good. Yeah, mirroring the screen. I don't think I would ever use that, but it works. And here's a quick iPhone test with my wife's iPhone 13. I just connected the Bluetooth on her phone to the Bluetooth of the AI box, and it connected seamlessly. In my quick test, it seems to work just as smoothly as it did with mine with the Android Auto. First of all, I am recording this conclusion about a week after starting this video. I just put on the same hoodie for continuity. But with that being said, my initial impression of the AI Box Elite is quite positive. It couldn't have been easier to get it connected, and it has been working quite well so far. All of the features seem to work just as well on the iPhone, by the way. I also want to mention I did have the opportunity to test this on another vehicle with Android Auto, and the Android Auto screen did take up the full screen. So since my initial testing, here's what has stood out to me the most so far. On my Jeep at least, it does bother me a little bit that it doesn't take up the full screen when I have the Android Auto on, so when I'm using Maps and Spotify, the two apps that I use the most, it just shows both of them a little bit smaller. But of course, this might just be something that was on the Uconnect of my Jeep, as this did show the full screen on the other vehicle I tested. If I want my phone plugged in, I'm probably just going to use the built-in wired Android Auto, at least in my Jeep, for two reasons. One, because it will be full screen, and you know, that message that kept popping up about switching, so it wouldn't really make sense to have it plugged in and then have the Android Auto screen be smaller. So far with it, I have not had any issues, but my testing has only been about a week's time. The only other thing I can think of to mention is that I was very happy with how quickly the AI box interface screen loads, but then I wish there was a way to get the Android Auto screen to load automatically without having to hit the speed play button. It would just save that one extra step of not having to hit that button. I do hope you found this video helpful and maybe it has connected you with a new way to use Android Auto, pun intended. If you do have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will do my best to answer. And if you did find this video helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. It means more to me than you know. Don't forget the link for the AI box is in the description with a coupon for 5% off. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.